me too, right?
Of course. You like hoes? Me too.
Did y'all hear the debacle that Willie D said about Bill Cosby, the rapist called Eddie Murphy a Hollywood slave? We about to go diving into it, man. It's your boy Triple Cup Chuck. I do this.
Thank you.
Double cup, feel it right. Told Chuck, I feel like every night is all night. I'm up. Double cup, feel it right. Told Chuck, I feel like every night is all night. I'm up. Double cup, feel it right. Told Chuck, I feel like every night is all night.
Because when you comment, our collective minds put together, we bring synergy. This how we starting the video off? Okay, I get it. Some of y'all may not know who Willie D is. Some of y'all are born in the 90s and 2000s where Willie D was already obsolete. Now, I'm just going to give you a really quick backstory. He was one of the members from H-Town's finest ghetto boys back in the days. He was one of the ones that was saying, I'm not a nice guy, I'm not a good fella. I straight up tell her. With some hardcore profanity lines. If you remember Willie D back in the Ghetto Boys day and you know the line that he said, put a comment below. The only reason why I bring up Willie D name is because he's a hypocrite. And yeah, I get it. They say the older you get, the more wiser you get and you change. I'm just saying the older you get, you start exposing the real you, who you always was from the start. So now that that's being said, I'm going to play this clip where Willie D came out talking trash about the skits that Eddie Murphy did. And he don't understand the concept of these skits is supposed to be edgy. Now the only way that they could be edgy if it's scratching that line. That's scratching the line that's in people's mental thought that people already think. But then you taking it and you making a joke out of it. Even though sometimes it might not be precise or accurate and it might be stereotypical, but at the same time it's supposed to be edgy. Now I'm gonna give a shout out to one of my favorite comedians of all times, and he is like one of the most edgiest comedians of this day and era right now. Now, if you haven't heard of him, look him up on YouTube and I can guarantee you will laugh your ass off regardless of your race, your gender, your nationality. He talks about everything. Like South Park, I don't mind if you I feel more offended if South Park did not do black jokes because they make jokes about everybody, and for them not to joke about black people, I would think there'll be racism. That's just my personal opinion when it comes to those type of situations. But the comedian I was talking about is Ralphie May. I know a lot of people have heard of him, but they have people that have not heard of him. Dude is hilarious. Borders, when I say edginess, is to the 10th power. But when I first heard of Ralphie May, he was a comedian, and I said, you know what? He was making a black joke, and I said he grew up around black people, and you could hear it in his voice. Now back to Willie D. He thought that the jokes that Eddie Murphy had did on SNL last night was just confirming what white people already think about black people. And I was like, you know what? That sounded a little bit far-fetched, like Go Gadget Arms. He was reaching like he was Michael Thomas on catching a pass from Drew Brees or something. But anyway, I'm going to play his video so you won't be hearing it from me. You'll be hearing it from the horse mouth itself, and literally horse mouth. Well, dive.
Much anticipated return to Saturday Night Live as the show's host for the first time in 35 years, and he brought all the drama with him. He revived his role as Mr. Robinson in Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood, where they did a skit on gentrification. If not for how some people internalize jokes and stereotypes, I could just sit back and relax and enjoy it, right? But I just know some people are going to take that information and use it in a reckless manner to where it reinforces what they already thought. You dig what I'm saying?
Willie D must ain't noticed who all came out to show Eddie Murphy's support on Saturday Night Live. Hey, I'm sorry, y'all, for putting y'all through that torture. I know that the culture of Texas is screwed with music. I fuck with Texas, but Willie D was boring. Besides for the edginess and the controversy that Eddie Murphy brought to Saturday Night Live on his grand return, my favorite skit was the Christmas special skit where Eddie Murphy was doing a toast and he had his whole family, and his pops and his wife family and his family, and how they was trying to get along just to have that one decent meal, and how they was talking like an average family. That was amazing. Now I want to have a question for you. What is your favorite skit that Eddie Murphy did, and is you a fan of Eddie Murphy, or you think he went too far, like way too far, when he made the joke about Bill Cosby and who is now the American's dad? Well, this your boy Triple Cup Chuck, and I'm out. And remember, I don't do this for me, I do this for we. So like, share, subscribe, and holler at your boy.